Another warm day.
The news with Gary Libator and meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Friday. I'm Gary Libator.
I'm meteorologist James DeFazio, and for Eric.
What a gorgeous day yesterday. Two in a row.
We are going to have two in a row for the majority of the day today. Rain arrives late in the day, although it's going to be just as warm today as yesterday. So we are going to have that at our disposal. Let's take a look at this morning's forecast. Temperatures this morning, very mild. We're starting off the day in the mid to upper 40s. It's comfortable outside. It's not overly cold. I didn't have to turn the car heater on this morning. You don't need a heavy jacket, just a light jacket with temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. And this is going to continue today. We're going to continue to see mild temperatures. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. A couple of sprinkles rolling across southern United County. Most of these are not reaching the ground, primarily dry conditions. Dry conditions in downtown Utica. These are going to settle in until about 4 p.m. The rain looks to arrive between 4 and 5 p.m. this afternoon and evening. 49 degrees with mostly clear skies at Griffith and Rome, and an 8-mile-per-hour breeze out of the east-southeast. The winds are dying down after being very breezy yesterday. Want to point out in the next 12 hours, our high today is only 69 degrees. However, if we get any clearing at all, which is very possible, we will warm up into the low 70s. It is very possible if we can get a little bit of sunshine during the middle portions of the day, we could get all the way up into the low 70s. That is a possibility as we head into the evening. That rain does return today. Mostly cloudy during the day. Rain arrives this evening between 4 and 5 p.m. Highs in the upper 60s, right around 69 degrees. Coming up, we'll take a further look at what your weekend's forecast looks like. Gary.
James, thanks. The Oneida County District Attorney's Office made
This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Good Friday morning. We're taking a look at your forecast in a minute, and it's shaping up to be a relatively warm day. It's going to be just as warm as yesterday, just not as sunny, unfortunately. Now, taking a look at road conditions this morning, we don't have any issues on roadways. Roadways are dry. We're not seeing any fog issues this morning. Visibilities are clear. Nothing on the traffic tracker to make you aware of locally. We're not seeing any accidents showing up on the tracker to make you aware of. Again, it's dry through the majority of the day today. Showers don't arrive until later in the day. Dry on your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Highs are going to be in the upper 60s. If we can get a little bit of sunshine late morning, we could climb into the lower 70s. It is absolutely possible that we get that warm today. Highs today with clouds increasing up towards the upper 60s. We're tracking that rain to arrive shortly after 4 p.m. And as we head into the afternoon and evening, that rain chance really continues to increase. Coming up, we'll take a look at your weekend forecast. Gary.
James, thanks. The players of Utica will.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Friday morning. It's going to be another beautiful day for the majority of the daytime today, but not quite as sunny. It's going to be equally as warm, but we are tracking rainfall to arrive after about 4 p.m. later this evening. But the majority of the daytime today, mostly cloudy and warm. Take a look at downtown Utica, where we're off to a dry, mild start. It's calm this morning. We're not seeing blustery conditions like we were yesterday. It's a mild start to what's going to be a very warm day. Rain makes its return this evening right around 4 to 5 p.m. And then it's a cooler start to the weekend. The weekend is going to start off with temperatures only in the 50s as opposed to the 60s and possibly even low 70s that we see today. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Quiet and dry this morning. A couple of sprinkles showing up on here, but none of these are really reaching the ground. We're seeing dry conditions, 49 degrees with mostly clear skies at Griffith and Rome, just an 8-mile-per-hour breeze, and that will remain light. Temperatures today climb up into the upper 60s. We're expecting highs to be around 69 degrees. If we do get any clearing, any sunshine around midday, we could climb up into the low 70s. Clouds increase through the afternoon ahead of this evening's rainfall. This is a cold front back to the west, which is working from west to east, and this is what it's going to be bringing us our rainfall later tonight. We are expecting about 0.3 of an inch of rain So not a total soaker, but a good healthy dose of rain as this works through. This cold front is going to push through and bring widespread rain from about 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. and then drier conditions settle in for the overnight and for the remainder of the weekend as high pressure takes control. A look at your skycast for today. Temperatures steadily climb this morning despite the cloud cover. We climb all the way into the upper 60s. Again, can't rule out the chance of having low 70s. If we get any clearing at all, if we can get this sunshine for just a short period of time, we will climb into the low 70s for a couple of hours this afternoon. As we head towards this evening, by 5 p.m., those showers begin to approach from the west. They overspread central New York into the overnight hours. By about 1 a.m., things turn completely dry, and then cloudy conditions settle in for the remainder of the overnight. As we head into your day on Saturday, it's a cloudy start, but decreasing clouds throughout the day. Sunny skies by the afternoon with highs around 50 degrees. Today, highs are going to be in the upper 60s to low 70s. Mostly cloudy for the majority of the day. Rain arrives this evening between 4 and 5 p.m. A look at your 7-day forecast. We're tracking rain to make its return later this evening. Mostly sunny skies on Sunday and cooler temperatures only in the upper 40s to near 50. Chance of a late shower during the day on Sunday, but most of Sunday looking dry, upper 50s. And then as we head into next week, that warming trend continues. We're going to see a couple of shower chances Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but Tuesday and Wednesday highs in the low to mid 70s.
Wow. Nice day today until late, right?
Absolutely. We have plenty of time to enjoy it today, especially the shift that we work.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
James, thanks. The time right now is 5:20 again, and thank you for joining us for this half hour. If you are getting ready to head outside, James, not too bad out there this morning. 40s sounds pretty good.
Not at all. And it's going to be just as warm as yesterday. We're just not going to have the level of sunshine that we saw yesterday. It's going to be a little bit more cloudy today. But we are still going to get just as warm. It's going to get all the way up into the upper 60s yet again today, and we're waking up to temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. Very mild air, and we're going to continue to see this until this cold front arrives later in the day today between 4 and 5 p.m. Dry weather for now on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Again, that changes this evening. Calm conditions in downtown Utica. We're not seeing overly breezy conditions, just a light breeze at 8 miles per hour. It's not going to tick up like it did yesterday. We're not going to see those breezy conditions. 49 with mostly clear at Griffiths and Rome. Again, we're tracking the chance today. If the sun can come out late morning, we could get all the way up into the low 70s. We do have the high in today for now as 69 degrees, but I can't rule out the chance of us getting into the low 70s. Clouds also increase as we head towards the afternoon. As we get closer to the rain, clouds become thicker. It's going to be a mostly cloudy day. Rain arrives this evening between 4 and 5 p.m. Again, highs in the upper 60s to low 70s. Coming up, we'll take a further look at your weekend forecast. Gary?
James, thanks. And don't forget, the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away each morning. First Lady Melania Trump spoke out.
2 is brought to you by Holland Farms Bakery and Deli.
This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Good Friday morning. We're taking another look at how your day is shaping up, and it's shaping up to be a warm day today. We're tracking temperatures all the way in the upper 40s. Some areas already hitting 50 degrees. Whitesboro and Westmoreland up to 50 degrees. We're going to easily climb into the mid to upper 60s today, and there's a chance that some of us in isolated areas could get into the low 70s before the rain showers arrive later today between 4 and 5 p.m. 49 degrees with mostly clear skies at Griffiths and Rome, and a light breeze at 8 miles per hour. And the breeze will remain much lighter than yesterday. We're not going to see those overly breezy conditions that we did yesterday. A look at your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. It's quiet and dry for now, and it will stay that way until about 4 p.m. today. That's when a cold front begins to work in from the west. We'll see an increase in clouds throughout the afternoon. We're also going to see some slightly cooler conditions over the weekend. Fortunately, that does not last as we head into next week. Coming up, we'll take a more detailed look at that weekend forecast. Gary?
James, thanks. A unique exhibit will grace your eyes and nose this weekend at Munson in Utica. Art in Bloom
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Friday morning. We're tracking around with showers to arrive later this evening, but before they do, we're going to have a pleasant, beautiful day today and a very warm day. We're not going to see the sunshine that we saw yesterday, but we are going to see the warm temperatures. Take a look at downtown Utica, where we can see the beginnings of what's going to be a beautiful sunrise. Off in the distance, sun just beginning to peek up above the horizon and plenty of colors mixing in there. Calm conditions in downtown Utica. It's a mild start to what's going to be a warm day. Highs today in the upper 60s, possibly low 70s if we can get a little bit of sunshine. Rain returns this evening between 4 and 5 p.m. And then it's a slightly cooler start to the weekend. We're talking 50s as opposed to 60s for the weekend. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar is quiet and dry, and it's going to stay that way until about 4 p.m., and that's when this cold front will arrive from the west. It's currently 49 degrees with mostly clear skies at Griffiths and Rome, and it's not going to be as breezy as it was yesterday. Just a light breeze of 5 to 10 miles per hour, not 20 to 25 miles per hour. If we get any clearing at all, if we can get any sunshine, we have a chance to warm up into the low 70s. If not, it'll be upper 60s. We're calling for a high of 69 degrees. Cloud coverage works in during the afternoon hours ahead of that rainfall. Rainfall settles in for this evening and temperatures begin to drop. This is our next weather maker. This is the cold front that's going to arrive later this evening, approximately between 4 and 5 p.m. and it's going to bring us showers from 5 to 11 p.m. tonight. And we're going to see a quick 0.3 of an inch of rain, possibly even some higher amounts across the North Country, but a widespread light soaking rainfall. This widespread light soaking rainfall works through between 5 and 10 p.m. and then drier weather settles in for the remainder of our weekend. Skycast for today showing temperatures steadily rising up through the 50s, up through the 60s. Skycast indicating that we do get into the low 70s. It is absolutely possible. We would just need a little bit of clearing. Showers arrive after 4 and 5 p.m. and widespread showers continue into the overnight. As we head into the overnight, drier conditions settle in and drier conditions arrive for your Saturday. Decreasing clouds during the day Saturday. Sunny skies come out with highs near 50 degrees. Today, highs around 69. Mostly cloudy for the entirety of the day, but rain arrives this evening. A look at your 7-day forecast. We're tracking overall a pleasant weekend, mostly sunny on Saturday, but cooler. Very, very small chance of a shower late in the day on Sunday, but most of Sunday looking dry as well. And then warmer weather as we head into the beginning of next week. Gary?
James, thanks. A verdict has been reached in the
Gary Libator and meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on this Friday morning. I'm Gary Libator.
Meteorologist James DeFazio in for Eric today.
And on this Friday, a good chance for golfers to get out on the course.
It is. It's going to be a pleasant day and afternoon. This evening, showers arrive after 4 o'clock, but until then, we see very pleasant conditions. It's going to be rather warm. Let's take a look at what temperatures are at this morning. We're already waking up to temperatures in the upper 40s. Some areas in the Mohawk Valley are already at 50 degrees. 50 degrees in Westmoreland right now, 52 in Syracuse. A very warm start to the day. These are what is going to be our high temperatures as we head into Saturday, but much, much more comfortable weather today. And we're going to see these temperatures continue to rise into the upper 60s. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. A light shower out by the Finger Lakes. This is going to slide into the North Country. The rest of us continue to see dry weather through the morning. Downtown Utica, we have a beautiful sunrise beginning to settle in. Plenty of colors, purples and pinks showing up in the distance there. Also calmer conditions, not as breezy today. Only a 5 to 10 mile per hour breeze. We're not going to see those 20 to 25 mile per hour winds that we saw yesterday. We're going to keep an eye on cloud coverage this morning. If we can get a little bit of sun, we will warm up into the low 70s this afternoon. We do think that it's going to be rather cloudy and that highs are going to peak around 69 degrees, but we can't rule out the chance that we do get into the low 70s. Clouds continue to increase into the afternoon and rain arrives between 4 and 6 p.m. Today, mostly cloudy skies during the daytime hours. Rain arrives this evening, highs in the upper 60s. Coming up, we'll take a more detailed look at your full forecast. Gary?
James, thanks. The Oneida County District Attorney's Office made
This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Good Friday morning. Here's how your day is shaping up. Taking a look at your forecast in a minute. Road conditions this morning, no issues. It's a beautiful start to our day. No fog issues on any of the cameras. Good visibility across for your travel. I have no traffic issues to make you aware of. You should expect an easy morning commute. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar is quiet and dry, and it's going to stay that way until later this afternoon and evening. After about 4 p.m., showers begin to work in from the west. We're tracking warm temperatures today, upper 60s to low 70s. Clouds increase throughout the afternoon. Showers arrive between 4 and 6 p.m. Wet weather begins to work in. Again, the chance for rainfall really increases after 6 p.m., lasts until about midnight, and then drier conditions settle in for the remainder of the weekend. Coming up, we'll have a more detailed look at the entirety of the forecast. Gary?
James, thanks. The players of Utica take the stage again.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Friday morning. We're tracking another very warm day in central New York. We're going to have a little less sunshine today, and we do have showers that are going to arrive later this evening. But until then, we're going to see pleasant weather with very warm temperatures. Downtown Utica this morning, mild, dry, and calm. We're not seeing any windy conditions like we did yesterday. It's a mild start to what's going to be a warm day. Rain returns this evening between 4 and 5 p.m., and then it's going to be a cooler start to the weekend. We're looking at temperatures on Saturday in the 50s as opposed to temperatures today in the 60s. Your Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar showing just one shower north of Syracuse. It's going to be sliding into the North Country. The rest of us continuing to see dry weather, 48 degrees with mostly clear skies. And again, the winds today have died down. We're not going to see breezy conditions, only 5 to 10 mile per hour winds today. The next 12 hours showing that we warm up into the low 70s. We have the high in today at 69 degrees. It's going to be it's going to be a matter of whether or not the sun can peek out for a short period of time early this afternoon. If it does, we will warm up into the low 70s. During the afternoon hours, cloud coverage increases and showers begin to arrive between 4 and 6 p.m. Here is our cold front back to the west, stretching across the state of Michigan right now. This is working in our direction from west to east, and this is going to impact all of our evening and beginning of our overnight. And we're looking at a widespread 2 to 4 tenths of an inch of rainfall. Not a total soaker, but a little bit of a widespread rainfall. And that's as this cold front pushes through, we're going to see widespread rain arrive after 4 p.m. That lasts until about midnight, and then drier conditions settle in for the remainder of the weekend. A look at your skycast for today showing temperatures steadily rising, clouds increasing as that cold front approaches. Skycast believing we do get into the low 70s. We're tracking this cold front to arrive between 4 and 5 p.m. It begins to work across central New York. We see widespread rain until about 11:30 p.m. at night, and then drier conditions settle in for the overnight. Tomorrow morning, it's a cloudy start to the day, but decreasing clouds allow for temperatures to climb all the way up to near 50 degrees. Highs today around 69, mostly cloudy during the daytime. Rain arrives this evening. A look at your 7-day forecast. We're tracking a dry start to the weekend, a mostly dry weekend entirely. Chance of a slight shower as we head into Sunday evening. Chance of a slight shower as we head into Monday evening. Very warm temperatures as we head into next Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll be right back.
And thank you for joining us for this half hour. A very mild start to our day today, but some rain is in the forecast. James, just when will that rain start falling today?
It looks to arrive right around 4 o'clock this afternoon. It looks like most of the daytime hours are going to be dry, but unfortunately that evening window looks rather wet. It looks rather widespread from about 4 p.m. to about 11:30 p.m. tonight, widespread rain. But until then, we have very comfortable temperatures and conditions to enjoy. We're waking up to temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. It's very warm. There is a shower working north of Syracuse. This is going to slide towards the North Country. Some areas in northern Oneida County and northern Herkimer County may see a sprinkle as this works through. But after that, drier conditions settle in for the remainder of the day, at least until about 4:30 p.m. It's a beautiful sunrise this morning with plenty of pinks and purples showing up. 48 degrees with mostly sunny at Griffith and Rome, and lighter winds today, only 5 to 10 miles per hour. We're tracking the sunshine today. We're going to see how much sun can come out. If we can get a little bit of clearing during the late morning, early afternoon, we could climb up into the low 70s. We do have the high in at 69 degrees today. We do believe it'll hang on to be in the upper 60s. Clouds increase ahead of that cold front, and that rain arrives between 4 and 6 p.m. Mostly cloudy for the entirety of the daytime hours, with highs in the upper 60s. Coming up, we're going to take a full look at your Storm Tracker 2 forecast. Gary?
James, thanks, and don't forget the Storm Tracker 2 forecast is never more than 10 minutes away. First Lady Melania Trump spoke.
This live look of downtown Cooperstown is brought to you by the Leatherstocking Credit Union.
Good Friday morning. Here's a look at how your day is shaping up, and it's shaping up to be a warm day. Temperatures this morning already in the low to mid to some areas in the Mohawk Valley upper 40s. It's going to be a very warm day. The one difference between yesterday and today is we're going to see much less in the way of sunshine. It's going to be a mostly cloudy day, unfortunately. Taking a look at current conditions, temperatures at Griffith and Rome are 48 degrees with mostly sunny skies. We have a light breeze at 8 miles per hour, and that will remain light today. We're not going to see those 20 to 30 mile per hour winds, only 5 to 10 miles per hour during the afternoon today. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar is quiet and dry, and it will stay that way through the daytime hours today. We are tracking showers to arrive after 4 p.m. tonight. It is going to be cooler to begin the weekend. We're going to be in the 50s Saturday and Sunday. We do warm up as we head into next week. I'll have a more detailed look at the forecast coming right up. Gary?
James, thanks. A unique exhibit will grace your eye.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Friday morning. We're tracking another pleasant day today. It's not going to be entirely dry. We do see showers after 4 p.m., but it's going to be equally as warm. Not quite as sunny, but just as warm, if not warmer than yesterday. Take a look at downtown Utica where the sun is rising. It's a beautiful sunrise yet again this morning, and we have mild temperatures with calm, comfortable conditions to start the day. It's a mild start to what's going to be a warm day. Rain returns this evening, primarily after 4 p.m., and it's a cooler start to the weekend. Highs tomorrow are only going to be around 50 degrees, and we're in the 50s to near 60 on Sunday. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar could see a sprinkle across the North Country as this shower moves northward, but the rest of us remain dry until after 4 p.m. this afternoon. Currently up to 48 degrees with mostly sunny skies at Griffith and Rome, and we'll see lighter winds today of just 5 to 10 miles per hour, not those overly breezy conditions. We're going to have to keep an eye on cloud coverage this morning, because if we do clear out for a little while, we're going to get above our high. We forecasted a high of 69 degrees for today, but if there's some sunshine late morning, we are going to get into the low to mid 70s. Taking a look at the larger radar and satellite loop, you can see our cold front, which is going to arrive later today, draped across the state of Michigan. This is going to continue to work from due west to due east. This is going to bring us about 3 to 4/10 of an inch of rainfall. It's not a total soaker, but it is a widespread rainfall. We're tracking this cold front to work across central New York. It arrives around 4 p.m. and brings showers from about 4 p.m. to midnight, and then drier conditions settle in for the overnight and for the entirety of the upcoming weekend. A look at your skycast showing temperatures steadily rising this morning. Clouds few and far between for a short period of time, and if that happens, we will get up into the low 70s. If the cloud coverage hangs tight, highs only in the upper 60s. Showers begin to work in after 4:30 to 5 p.m. as that cold front works in from west to east. We see widespread showers for the entirety of the late evening and early overnight. And as we head into the Saturday morning, it's a mostly cloudy start, but we see decreasing clouds through the day that allows us to warm up to the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. Today, highs are going to be around 69 with mostly cloudy skies today. Rain arrives this evening after 4 p.m. I'll look at your 7-day forecast. We're tracking a mostly dry weekend. The one exception to that is a chance for a brief shower late in the day on Sunday, but it would be light and brief. Same goes for Monday. It would be light and brief and late in the day. And then we're tracking the warming trend to continue as we head into next week. Very warm weather Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, low to mid 70s. Gary?
James, thanks. A guilty verdict in the trial of a doctor.
News with Gary Liberatore.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on this Friday. I'm Gary Liberatore.
Meteorologist James DeFazio in for Eric.
And why not start with the weather? Second straight day, gorgeous out there.
It is fantastic. It is absolutely beautiful. Widespread sunshine, much more sunshine than I anticipated, and that's allowed us to warm all the way up already into the mid 60s. Take a look back to the west, though. Syracuse, 73 degrees. We are going to get into the low 70s, 70 in Ithaca. We are going to get into the low 70s over the next hour or two, the beginning of the afternoon. Back to the west, though, temperatures are in the 50s. That cold front is on the way. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. Quiet and dry, and it's going to stay that way through most of the day today. Showers arrive after 4 p.m. Downtown Utica, it's beautiful out right now. Blue skies, calm winds, 66 degrees with sunny skies at Griffiths and Rome, and a 7-mile-per-hour wind out of the southeast. Temperatures are going to peak in the low 70s, approximately 72 degrees. Rain showers develop after 4 p.m. From 6 p.m. to midnight. Expect wet weather and decreasing temperatures. Temperatures will get much cooler as we head into the beginning of the weekend. Excuse me. Mostly cloudy today. Rain arrives this evening. Highs are going to be right around 72 in the early to mid-afternoon. And coming up, we'll have a further look at your forecast. Gary?
James, thanks. Brand new this noon, the list of
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Friday afternoon. It is absolutely beautiful outside, and that's going to continue for a couple more hours before we're tracking a big change in the weather for the beginning of the weekend. Downtown Utica, bright blue skies, warm temperatures. We're all the way up in the mid-60s already, and we're going to get warmer. We're going to get all the way up into the low 70s. It's going to be a warm afternoon. Rain makes its return this evening. After 4 p.m., rain showers begin to work in from the west, and it's going to be a cooler start to the weekend. Highs tomorrow in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar is quiet and dry, and it will stay that way for another couple of hours. I should say a few more hours. By after 4 p.m., rain will begin to approach from the west. 66 degrees with sunny skies at Griffiths and Rome, and just a light breeze today between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Not breezy like we saw yesterday. We're tracking this cold front back to the west. It's crossing the Great Lakes now. It's beginning to exit Michigan and work towards western New York. Hasn't quite made it to western New York just yet, but these showers will, and they're going to be widespread when they do. We're not going to get a ton of rain, but we are going to pick up a widespread 3 to 4/10 of an inch as we head into the overnight. This cold front pushes throughout the afternoon. It arrives around 4, exits around 2 a.m., and then drier conditions settle in for the remainder of the weekend, with the exception of an isolated shower late in the day Sunday. Saturday, entirely dry. A look at your skycast for today. Temperatures already in the upper 60s. We're going to continue to warm into the low 70s. This cold front begins to approach, and as it begins to approach, increasing clouds throughout the afternoon, not less sunshine as we head through the afternoon. These showers begin to arrive, especially after 5 p.m. They overspread central New York this evening for the entirety of the evening. Showers last into the overnight. They clear out by about 2 o'clock in the morning. It's a dry start to our Saturday, a mostly cloudy start with temperatures in the 30s. Temperatures rise steadily through the morning, and clouds decrease throughout the day on Saturday. By the time we get into Saturday afternoon, we have sunshine with temperatures in the 50s. A look at today's forecasts. Highs are going to be in the low 70s. We are going to get a little bit warmer than originally thought. Mostly cloudy conditions develop this afternoon. Rain develops this evening. Sunshine continues for a couple of more hours. I'll look at your 7-day forecast. Again, we're tracking that change in the weather to occur later this evening. Mostly sunny skies Saturday. Mostly sunny Sunday with a passing shower possible late in the day. Monday primarily dry with a passing shower possible late in the day as well. And then as we head into the middle of next week, temperatures climb all the way into the 70s yet again, and we have the chance for some thunderstorms Tuesday and Wednesday, possibly mid-70s with some thunderstorms.
Look at the drop, 72 to 37.
Yes, it is a big drop. We have quite a strong cold front that's working through.
Well, we'll definitely keep an eye on that for sure.
Yes, absolutely.
Check my microphone for it.
Yeah, we'll get that. We'll get you mic'd back up here.
Otherwise, they won't hear me. Here we go.
Here he comes.
There we go.
There's the man.
New developments in that growing mist. And meteorologist James DeFazio joining us now in for Eric today, and a little of the good with the bad. Right now, it is gorgeous out, but
Beautiful. It's beautiful, but we have rain on the way. We are tracking rain showers for this evening. Temperatures right now, though, man, they are just fantastic. We're in the mid to upper 60s, 66 degrees at Rome, 68 in Hamilton, even warmer back to the west, 73 degrees in Syracuse. We're going to climb into the low 70s here in central New York over the next hour or two as well. Quiet weather for now on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 live radar. That changes this evening. We see showers arrive after 4 p.m. A look at downtown Utica. It is just beautiful outside. If you can and if you're able to get out and do any outdoor activities, it is just fantastic out there. 66 with sunny skies at Griffith and Rome. Just a light breeze at 7 miles per hour, and that will continue to stay light. Temperatures this afternoon stay in the low to mid 70s. And then once the cold front arrives around 4 p.m., showers and decreasing temperatures throughout the remainder of the evening. And these showers look to continue until about 12 a.m. into the overnight, and then drier weather will arrive for the beginning of our work week. Mostly cloudy weather arrives this afternoon. Clouds will increase as the afternoon progresses. Rain arrives this evening after 4 p.m. Highs are going to be in the low 70s. Coming up, we'll take a look at the entirety of your weekend's forecast. Gary?
James, thanks. Now to the Pope and his...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist James DeFazio.
Good Friday afternoon. As you can see, clouds are beginning to work in on the tower cam, but we're being treated to sunshine and incredibly warm temperatures. Take a look at downtown Utica, where you can still see the bright blue skies. Temperatures are in the upper 60s. We're climbing up into the low 70s over the next hour. It's incredibly warm this afternoon. However, we are tracking a cold front which is going to arrive this evening. It's going to bring widespread rain after 4 p.m. through the overnight, into the overnight, I should say. Cooler start to the weekend as well. High temperatures on Saturday are only going to be in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees. Dry weather continues for now on the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 radar. That will continue until about 4 to 4:30 p.m., and then we will see changes. 66 degrees at Griffith and Rome with sunny skies. Just a light breeze today between 5 and 10 miles per hour. This cold front back to the west is draped across eastern Michigan as well as the Great Lakes, and it is tracking from west to east. It's going to take some time to get to central New York, but when it does, it's going to bring us a widespread rainfall. Not going to be a heavy rainfall, but we all do pick up a widespread 3 to 4/10 of an inch of rain, so a soaking rain, but not a heavy rainfall, thankfully, which is good with all of the rainfall that we've picked up over the last couple of weeks. The cold front continues to approach central New York this afternoon. Clouds increase as it does. It arrives between 4 and 6 p.m., works through central New York. By 2 a.m., drier conditions have settled in. Drier conditions settle in for the remainder of Saturday and for the beginning of Sunday. The next chance for a shower after tonight comes late in the day on Sunday. It would just be a brief passing shower. Skycast for today showing temperatures we're already in the upper 60s. We continue to warm up into the low 70s. Clouds also increase ahead of this cold front during the early afternoon. Cold front begins to arrive around 5 p.m. It overspreads central New York. It's going to arrive in the north and western portions of the viewing area first, eastern portions of the viewing area last. Overspreads the area for the entirety of the evening. The showers continue into the overnight until about 2 o'clock in the morning. Drier air works in after 2 a.m. As we head into Saturday morning, it's a mostly cloudy start, although as the day progresses, decreasing clouds, rising temperatures, sunny skies during the afternoon, with highs climbing up to about 50 degrees for Saturday. Mostly cloudy today. I should say mostly cloudy this afternoon. It's been very sunny so far today, but mostly cloudy this afternoon, rain this evening, highs right around 72 degrees in the mid-afternoon. A look at your 7-day forecast. We're tracking our next round of rain tonight and then drier but cooler conditions to start the weekend. We can't rule out a passing shower late in the day on Sunday, but with warmer temperatures. And then the warming trend continues as we head into next week. Temperatures by the time we get back up into Tuesday look like mid-70s with the chance for thunderstorms, incredibly warm weather, and possibly our first shot at some widespread thunderstorms.
We're going to enjoy today until that rain comes.
Absolutely.
James, thanks. A small cemetery in...
With Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Got a couple of calls about a dust storm in the middle of Utica not too long ago. I think that's probably going to end, though, with the radar.
Yeah, with the rain coming in, I don't think that's going to be much of an issue here. But we are tracking some heavy downpours to the west. The rain won't last for very long, at least the heavy part of this. The most significant change has been the temperature with this front. It's all part of a cold front moving in from the west. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. 63 degrees at Griffiths and Rome. We got into the mid-70s today before the cold front arrived. And again, we're seeing this dramatic drop in temperature. We'll drop into the 50s and 40s here as we head into tonight. We're tracking the rain which comes to an end tonight. We do dry out to start the weekend, but it is looking a lot cooler for Saturday. Warmer weather. Today's level of warmth will return as we head into next week. Temperatures will drop into the 50s this evening. Rain, windy conditions. Windy start to the weekend, too. I've got to look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. State DE.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. Happy Friday. I'm tracking a cold front moving through central New York. That's going to bring a big change in the weather heading into the weekend. We're tracking rain tonight and windy conditions. Let's take a live look outside. Downtown Utica, we're tracking showers that'll be moving through very shortly. If they haven't already begun, they will begin over the next couple of hours, within the hour for most of us. And this front is going to continue to bring widespread rain to central New York. The bigger picture shows this is moving in from the west, and we'll be dealing with this here for the majority of the evening. A big drop in the temperature has happened as this front has moved through. Temperatures will drop into the low 50s this evening, and we're going to see temperatures only near 50 on Saturday. It's going to be a much cooler start to the weekend. Today we made it into the mid-70s. Tomorrow, a good 25 degrees cooler, but partly sunny skies, and it will be pretty nice. It will be warmer than where we were earlier this week when we were in the 30s. So definitely a step in the right direction, but again, a lot cooler Even here on Sunday, we're looking at a few showers, especially late in the day, high temperatures in the mid-50s. We saw wind gusts recently as that front has approached from the west. The wind gusts about 30 miles an hour at Griffith and Rome. Big drop in the temperature. The winds will be around this evening. They do become lighter heading into tonight. And the breeze is going to stick around on Saturday, coming in from the northwest between about 20 to 25 miles an hour. So it looks to be a breezy, if not windy day at times. The winds will be backing off as we head into Saturday night. As we get ready for spring, it's too early to plant anything sensitive to frost, but there are things you can do. You can put away some of the winter gear like the shovel, the snow blower. You can take off the snow tires as well as the plow. While we do sometimes get snow in late April and even into early May, it does occasionally happen. It just doesn't have the same impact that it did. It's not something you need to shovel. Most of the time, Mother Nature takes care of it within 24 hours. As we look at the bigger picture, cold front moves in from the west, and on the back side of it, we are tracking cloudy and cooler conditions. And again, that's going to be the weather for the weekend. The rain continues this evening. It picks up in intensity closer to 8, 9 o'clock, and then it starts to taper off as we head towards the latter half of the evening. We dry out for Saturday. It starts out cloudy, and we should see some sunshine throughout the day. Temperatures will be close to 50 degrees. Mostly clear skies Saturday nights. On Sunday, we're expecting a sunny start to the day, followed by clouds. We could see a few showers here late. Temperatures climb into the mid-50s. Tonight, looking at rain coming to an end, a low of 37. Tomorrow, a cooler afternoon, decreasing clouds, highs near 50. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. The warmth does return as we get into next week. We're in the upper 60s Monday, a few scattered showers. Showers, thunderstorms as a cold front hangs around to our north. Temperatures look quite warm here. Wouldn't go as far as saying summer-like, but we are walking in that direction.
Ooh.
Temperatures, even at night, will be in the mid-50s, so that's going to feel pretty nice for us evening folks.
Absolutely. And none of those days, or maybe Wednesday, none of them are all washouts either.
No, none of these are washouts, but there will be rain chances just about every day. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Bill. So real quick before we move on.
As we get into the warmer season, as the weekends continue to warm up, as the weather gets nicer, we start thinking about planting. Of course, we are too far away from frost here. We still get frost. We're going to get frost here this weekend. So when is it safe to start planting? For most of us, it's not until the end of May. We usually say Memorial Day weekend as kind of a general rule, but it's very important to note that we have such varying climates in central New York that even Memorial Day weekend doesn't work out for spots, especially the Adirondacks. And for those of you that are living in the Mohawk Valley or maybe near a body of water, sometimes you can plant earlier than Memorial Day weekend. It all just depends on the weather. And the typical last frost is usually the middle of May for the lower elevations. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Rain is moving in. A cold front is on the way. It's cooling off. 63 degrees, the current temperature out of Griffith and Rome. It's going to cool off this evening. We'll drop to 50 degrees for the high on Saturday. Sunday, we're into the mid-50s. The warmer weather does return as we head into next week. If you're taking the dog out for a walk this evening, grab the umbrella. That's also going to be windy. Tonight's featured dog is Scarlet from Deerfield. If you want to be part of this, head to Facebook. Search for Skycast WKTV. This is brought to you by Nissan. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. Rome Health says they've been named.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're getting ready for the weekend. It will not be as warm as today. Temperatures made it into the mid-70s this afternoon. It will be in the 50s over the weekend. A live look at Oneonta, 66 degrees. Clouds have returned, along with rain. We're taking a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. When we look to the west, we can see the rain is picking up in intensity. There's no lightning strikes with this. I think this is mostly just a briefly heavy rain event, and the winds will be whipping. They already did. We saw wind gusts over 30 miles an hour on the front end of this. We're seeing a significant and very sharp drop in the temperature that is moving across central New York. We'll be near 50 degrees tomorrow, partly sunny skies. It looks generally dry for the first half of the weekend, but Sunday does feature a few showers later in the day with high temperatures in the mid-50s. It's looking cold Saturday night to Sunday with widespread frost. Again, a good reason not to plant anything sensitive to frost. It's way too early. Got a few more weeks before we'll be able to do that, at least. Again, gusty winds as this front has moved through, 30-mile-an-hour wind gusts at Griffith and Rome. Breezy conditions are expected tomorrow. We're looking at winds from the northwest between about 20 to 25 miles an hour. It's not a strong wind, but it's a very persistent wind. Makes you think of March on a day like tomorrow with some of that cooler weather. The winds will not be as strong on Sunday. It looks generally light. Skywatchers checking in. Numbers are all over the place, really about when Skywatchers checked in. Mike in New Hartford, 67. Barneveld, 68. John and Schuyler, more recent report, 59. Ilion, 71. Across Southern Valleys, Cooperstown, 70. Worcester, 71. Skenevis with 72. Again, this cold front's marching in from the west. A big drop in the temperature is expected, and some cooler weather to follow as we start the weekend. Rain will pick up in intensity over the next hour or so. I think between 8 to 9 p.m. is when it falls heaviest across central New York, and then it tapers off tonight. We'll drop down into the upper 30s. Tomorrow, clouds followed by some sunshine. A generally nice day, but again, sharply cooler than today. It's cold tomorrow night. Overnight lows drop down into the upper 20s. Sunday starts out with sunshine. We will see a few rain showers late in the day. Temperatures climb into the mid-50s. Rainfall totals for tonight, we're thinking about 1/3 of an inch of rain, 1/4 to 1/3 of an inch of rain. So it's a soaker, but it's not super heavy, and it's not expected to cause any flooding problems. Rain ends tonight, low of 37. Tomorrow, sunshine, breezy, highs near 50. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. It does warm up next week. We're back to the 70s. Monday's high 69, a few late day showers. Showers, scattered thunderstorms Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Highs in the mid to upper 70s. We'll be right back.
Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Well, it was a warm day, but things have rapidly changed as a cold front has moved in. We're now down into the 50s after being in the 70s just a couple of hours ago. We're tracking widespread rain. It's heavier to the west out and just south of Syracuse, and this is all moving east. This will be our weather as we head into tonight. On the backside of this, it's going to bring much cooler weather to start the weekend. A current temperature of 57 degrees. Again, some light rain, west wind around 10 miles an hour. We had some pretty gusty winds ahead of the front. Rain ends tonight. A cooler start to the weekend. Temperatures are going to be about 25 degrees cooler than they were earlier today for Saturday. And then warmer weather returns for next week. So if you liked today, we're going to get more of this weather as we head into the middle of next week. Temperatures will drop into the 50s this evening. Rain continues. Again, it does come down heavy at times briefly. We are tracking a cooler but generally nice weekend ahead. I've got to look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. The Artemis II crew will...
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We are tracking rain and a big drop in the temperature this evening. We're expecting much cooler weather to start the weekend. Let's take a live look in downtown Utica, where some showers are starting to work in from the west. It's cloudy, and it's a lot different than it was just a couple of hours ago. We had sunshine. Temperatures made it into the mid-70s before this cold front has arrived. And now that the front is here, temperatures are falling, and we're expecting the rain to continue. In fact, steadier to heavier rain over Syracuse will be arriving locally within the next hour or two. I'm not detecting any lightning with this. This is more of a heavier downpour. Looking at the weekend, it's not bad. It's going to be a lot cooler, but we're expecting some sunshine for Saturday, a high of 50, which is similar to what we saw on Wednesday. Partly sunny skies, a few showers late Sunday, high temperatures in the mid-50s. And just a reminder, it's too early to plant. We're still several weeks away from the last frost of the season. I know this warm weather might get some of you itching to get out. You can plant some types of vegetation and some vegetables that are much more frost tolerant, but if you're looking to plant anything sensitive to frost, it's way too soon. If you do want to get things done, you can start putting away the heavier winter gear, like the shovel, the snowblower. You can take off the snow tires in the plow. While we do sometimes get snow in late April and even parts of May, especially the first part of May, This is not the type of snow that sticks around. Most of the time it's done and melted within 24 hours. So again, you can make some preparations here. I would still keep the snow brush in the car and of course the winter jacket. In fact, some of you might need it tomorrow, at least the winter jacket, not the snow brush. Looking at gusty winds tonight and into early tomorrow, wind gusts from the northwest between about 20 to 25 miles an hour. So it's a breezy Saturday. The breeze will diminish as we head into Saturday night. Temperatures from our sky watchers, these were some earlier reports, so it's a lot cooler now. Like in New Hartford, 67 degrees, down in Norway, 68, 70 degrees, again, a little bit earlier in Cooperstown. Bigger picture shows this cold front rolling through. The rain picks up for a brief time between about 7 to 8 p.m., and then the rain tapers off. Will dry out as we head into Saturday, starting out with clouds. Clouds give way to sunshine, a breezy and sunny afternoon. Clear skies tomorrow night, some frost is expected. Sunday starts out with sunshine, and then the clouds will approach from the west. The weather does start to turn by the afternoon and evening, but again, we're only talking about some late rain showers later in the day. Rainfall totals tonight, about 1/3 of an inch. Rain ends tonight, low of 37. Tomorrow, a breezy day, decreasing clouds, highs near 50. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Mid-50s Sunday, the weather warms up next week. We're back into the 60s on Monday and generally in the 70s, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. On and off showers, maybe a few thunderstorms, not any particular days being a washout.
But 70s.
It's going to be warm.
We've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Bill. Still to come on News Channel 2 at 6. Time now for a first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. What an exciting time to watch that.
That
We
was
were all
very
around
exciting.
the TV for that.
Yeah, it was really cool to see this. I mean, when was the last time we had something like this happen? Just with all the excitement build up around this.
Not since the early 70s.
Yeah, well, long before my time.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I was only 2, so
Yeah,
weekend's going to be nice.
Yeah, weekend's going to be absolutely lovely. We had a warm day today. It's going to cool down as we head into tomorrow. We've got some colder weather on the way. Actually, it's cooling down tonight. You can feel that in the wake of a cold front that came through earlier today. We're still seeing some rain showers in the wake of this front. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Some sprinkles, some showers will continue this evening. Our current temperature 46 degrees and falling. That wind has switched into the west, and again, that's going to allow for some much cooler weather. Again, a cool start to the weekend. The weather looks to warm up a little bit as we head into Saturday afternoon. We're mostly cloudy tonight. We're down to 37, so we are above freezing, but we do fall below freezing tomorrow night. A cool stretch of weather, but it's relatively short-lived. We've got much warmer weather in the forecast. If you like today, I'll let you know when that weather comes back coming up. Jason, back to you.
Thank you, Bill. All eyes will be on.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. It's a dreary evening here in Central New York. We are experiencing the tail end of a cold front, which is producing widespread rain and a soggy evening. Showers continue to work in from the west. Rain will be coming to an end as we head into tonight. The back edge of this is between Syracuse and Rochester, and we will get a chance to dry out beginning tomorrow. And most of the weekend looks dry. We do have, again, a few showers that look to return by late Sunday. Again, temperatures will be cooler both Saturday and Sunday with highs in the 50s, only near 50 on Saturday and then a little bit warmer Sunday. Both days look partly sunny, although I think Saturday afternoon, that looks to be the sunniest stretch of weather here for the weekend, as well as early Sunday morning. Just a reminder, it's too early to plant. We're looking at planting for frost-sensitive vegetation not until the end of May for most areas, although it's a little bit earlier in the Mohawk Valley and later in the Adirondacks. If you do want to get things put away and get to an early start in spring cleaning, you can put away the shovels, snow blower, snow tires, and the plow. Don't need them anytime soon. Keep the snow brush around because sometimes we can still get snow in late April and early May. I don't see it in the forecast, but it is possible. Even if we do get snow, it melts very quickly. It's usually gone within 24 hours, hence why you don't need the rest of these. And again, we are looking at pretty warm weather here for the foreseeable future. Breezy conditions kick up tomorrow afternoon with winds coming in from the northwest between 20 to 25 miles an hour. Winds will become lighter heading into tomorrow night. Again, bigger picture shows the cold front strolling through central New York. In the wake of this, dry weather will take place here to start the weekend. Rain showers come to an end tonight. Overnight lows drop down into the upper 30s. Clouds to start the weekend, but we should see some sunshine develop in the afternoon. Highs will be in the upper 40s. Tomorrow night looks cold. I think we're expecting a region-wide frost as we fall below freezing. We'll be in the upper 20s. And then Sunday starts out with sunshine, a nice start to the second half of the weekend. Some clouds will be arriving by Sunday afternoon. We do expect to see a few rain showers here Sunday evening with temperatures in the mid-50s. In terms of rainfall, again, today and tonight, we picked up about a quarter to a third of an inch of rainfall. Rain ends tonight, low of 37. Tomorrow, look at decreasing clouds and a high near 50. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Partly sunny Sunday, rain showers in the afternoon. Temperatures warm up. We'll be in the upper 60s Monday. Some unsettled weather to go with this, too. Showers, scattered showers as thunderstorms possible Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. But highs, temperatures will be in the mid to upper 70s. We'll be right back.
Now for a first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. Before we get to the forecast,
Yeah.
we were glued to the TV tonight.
Felt like
in
a
fact,
kid.
you
Yeah.
took a quick shot of it as it was coming down.
Yeah, it's really cool to see this. And kudos to NASA, which is pulling off a flawless touchdown today with everything worked out so smooth. I mean, it was like a picture-perfect ending to the mission.
Great weather for it, too.
Perfect weather for them.
Right?
We had pretty nice weather today. The warmth will not last into the weekend. We had that cold front come through earlier today, and we're still seeing some of the rain with it moving through central New York. As a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, this rain is moving to the east, and it is cooling off. Our current temperature is 45 degrees with light rain and a west wind at 13 miles an hour. It continues to cool down as we head into the start of the weekend. It looks dry Saturday. Rain returns late Sunday. The weather looks to warm up again. So if you like today's weather, you don't have to wait much longer. It does look to return early next week. Mostly cloudy skies tonight, a couple of passing showers. Overnight lows drop into the upper 30s. Again, we're taking a look at a pretty nice weekend ahead. A look at the forecast coming up. Jason, back to you.
Bill, thank you. All eyes will be on.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. We're taking a live look in downtown Utica. Some scattered showers continue across central New York. We're on the tail end of a cold front that will be producing a big change in our weather for tomorrow. It's already produced a change in the weather. Much cooler weather has arrived this evening. The back edge of the front is now across western Oneida County, and it continues to move east. And again, we will get a chance to dry out pretty quickly here as we head into the next couple of hours. We'll see cooler weather here to start the weekend. A high of 50 on Saturday, partly sunny skies. Sunday, featuring partly sunny skies and a late day shower, a high of 56. Just a reminder that we are still several weeks away from the beginning of the growing season. We're looking at frosts that are very common in the month of April, so you don't want to plant anything that's sensitive to frost until the middle to end of May. The conventional wisdom says it's typically Memorial Day weekend, although that can also vary based on where you live, because in the Adirondacks, sometimes you have to wait a little bit longer than that. But again, we're still several weeks away from that. You can start putting things away, though, and get ready for spring. For example, you don't need the shovel, the snow blower, the snow tires, or the plow anymore. While we can still get snow, we don't get the big snows that we do in March, and it melts very quickly, but still keep the snow brush around just in case. I don't foresee any snow in the immediate future, but it can still happen in late April to early May. Winds will be picking up throughout the day tomorrow from the northwest between 20 and 25 miles an hour. The winds will die off tomorrow night, and the winds become lighter for Sunday. Bigger picture shows, again, that cold front moves through tonight. In the wake of it, some clouds that'll be around first thing tomorrow morning. We do get a chance to dry out. Temperatures drop into the upper 30s tomorrow morning. Clouds to start, kind of a gloomy start to the day, but we do expect some sunshine, and it looks like a pretty nice finish with highs close to 50 degrees. Tomorrow night, clear skies. We're down into the upper 20s. And Sunday features sunshine to start, and then we will see clouds return in the afternoon, along with the chance for some late rain. This is part of a warm front that will be bringing a return to spring as we head into early next week, at least the very warm weather that we've experienced today. Rain ends tonight, low of 37. Tomorrow, decreasing clouds, a high near 50. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast, mid-50s Sunday. Again, a late day shower. The weather looks warm next week. 69 on Monday, 74 Tuesday. It turns unsettled, scattered showers, thunderstorms. Temperatures continue to warm up. We're in the mid to upper 70s Wednesday and Thursday.